So back-to-back losses for the men's lacrosse team, but no sense of panic really in Bomberland as they came to 8th-ranked Cortland and 3rd-ranked Cabrini. Houghton came to town yesterday, and they are not a ranked team. As a matter of fact, Houghton looking for their first win of the season, 0-8 on the year, and Ithaca would take advantage. First half, Pat Slaughter with the shot, and it's a nice save by Josh Hangray, the goalie, but Brandon Henney is there, scoop and score, 1-0 Bombers. About a minute later, Joe Perkins to Pat Slaughter. The leading scorer for the Bombers gives them a 2-0 lead. And then the ensuing faceoff, Henney won 5 of 6 on the day. And he gets it to James Manila, to Pat Slaughter, and that's just surgical. 3-0 Ithaca. Still in the first quarter here, Ryan Burns to Michael Walker. Ithaca up 4-0. And then Joe Perkins on the assist again here. He had 5 in the game. Brandon Henney with the goal, the face-off specialist tying his season high with 2 goals. And one thing that stands out with this Bombers team is their ball movement. They work it around the horn here, and they get it to Slaughter. Again, a hat trick for Slaughter. Marks the 5th time this season he scored at least 3 goals. These are all first quarter highlights, people. 4th title game appearance in program history for Stevens and a rematch of the 2011 championship game when Stevens took home the crown. First possession of the game, Avis Benjamin set the tone. She was a force inside all game long, and Stevens led early in this one, but this one, are you kidding me? That's deeper than NBA range. Erica Guketloff shows why she's the Empire 8 Rookie of the Year. Ithaca down 7 here. There's Tierney, though. MKT picking right up where she left off the night before. Catherine Campbell can hit the jumper, too. That brings the Bombers within 1. Then back to Benjamin, back to Ballin. Basket in the foul. 16 points, 6 rebounds for the senior. Ithaca led by 6 at the half, though, and in the second half, Bombers start to go inside. Gina Brady, then Francesca Katrup. She's back from injury. Stevens wouldn't go away, though. Molly Spadaro hit the 3 to cut the Bomber lead to 6, but Ithaca was too much. Brady wide open for the lay-in, and then Jen Escobedo. That's the exclamation point. Bombers win it and secure the three-peat. Mary-Kate Tierney was named tournament MVP after posting a double-double in both tournament games, and she was joined by Jen Escobedo on the all-tournament team. The Bombers going to the NCAA tournament for the 10th time under head coach Dan Raymond. They'll find out their first-round opponent tomorrow afternoon. So it's been that kind of season for the men's team. Just 2 wins with Harvard and Yale really running the table atop the Ivy League. But Brown, 3rd in the Ivy, came into Neumann Arena last night, and it was no cupcake game. Cornell's still playing hard. They've got some good players, and including Devin Cherry, who we'll get to shortly, but early on, Brown's Leland King. Here he sizes up Dwight Tarwater and drains the pull-up. And then for Cornell, here's Devin Cherry, who we just mentioned, to the hoop, misses, but Devin Anura put it back with authority. Cornell here, though, turns it over. Steven Spieth with a steal. And here comes Cedric Cuacamensa. The big man running the floor. You'll get rewarded for that basket in the foul. Cornell up 2, though, at the half. Second half, there's Cherry. He had 10 assists to go along with his 17 points. But Cuacamensa was a force down low. 30 points, 14 rebounds, 7 blocks. Here he is again, wide open down low. Brown extends their lead, but Cornell stuck around, and here, Nolan Kressler, he had a career-high 34 points, and that tied the game and sent it to overtime. Final minute of OT, though, Sean McGonigal, step-back 3 puts Brown up by 1, and the Bears would pull away, winning by 6 in overtime. And the top 4 teams in the ECAC tournament get a first-round bye right out of the gate, though. Jeff Kubiak sends a message to Dartmouth's Jack Baer. But the goaltenders were really the story in this one. Jacob McDonald's shot is stopped by Dartmouth goalie Charles Grant. Andy Isles with the save there. But in the second period, Dartmouth finally breaks through. A pass in front of the net. Charlie Mosey takes a shot, but it gets stuffed by Isles. Tyler Sakura is there for the rebound. Dartmouth with a 1-0 lead. And then things get physical. These 2 teams know each other. They played to a 1-1 tie last time. Here, Cornell's Cole Bardreau didn't like how Eric Miley came in on Brian Furlan. Boys will be boys. They would break it up, though, and in the third period, Cornell still down 1-0. Joachim Ryan gets a good look on a pass from Christian Hilbrick, but can't connect, and Hilbrick and Dartmouth's Tyler Bolt get tied up. One more chance, though, for Cornell. End of the third. Furlan slides the puck to Hilbrick, who takes a shot, but Grant was phenomenal all night long, and Dartmouth wins it 1-0. Ironically enough, in a game where the opposing goalie posted a shutout, Andy Isles became Cornell's all-time career saves leader. The Ithaca native has just been phenomenal in his 4-year career. 2,883 total stops for Isles. Women's lacrosse now, and the Bombers started the season 1-4, but all 4 losses came to top 10 teams. Then a win against 11th-ranked St. John Fisher started a 3-game win streak for Ithaca. They were riding that win streak into yesterday's game with Houghton, and they dominated right from the start. Early on in the first half, Nikki Standera, she was coming off a career-high 3 goals against Union on Tuesday, and there's nobody there to stop her. Ithaca up 1-0. A half minute later, Standera passing this time, and Natalie Lang splits the defense. First of 2 goals on the day for Lang. Later in the first, Bombers up 3-0, and here comes Molly Fisher. 1-on-1, have some. More from Fisher later, but Ithaca up 4-0 here after the ensuing face-off. Becky Guzzo behind the net. We told you last week how she can pass. She finds Delaney Gilson for the goal. Ithaca scoring and scoring often. This is Riley Marion from the free position. Utilize that bounce shot, kids. Marion had a hat trick in the game. Ithaca up 9-1 at the half. Second half, it's Standera again. 2 goals and 2 assists for the junior. Bombers lead 10-1. And then it's Guzzo to Fisher. 3 goals for Fisher, 3 assists for Guzzo. 14-1 Bombers at that point. And then just for good measure, Morgan Roscoe running the break. She finds Gabby Byrne. Byrne's first goal of her career. Save that ball. Ithaca wins it 19-4. So the win makes it 4 in a row for the Bombers. Marion and Fisher with hat tricks. And the Bombers will host William Smith on Tuesday, but then just 6 games remain in their season, 5 of them against Empire 8 opponents. Now to Cornell women's lacrosse, and the Big Red played host to Rutgers on Saturday. Cornell had won 3 in a row before dropping a game to Albany, but they returned home to the friendly confines of Sholkoff Field. Cornell 8-1 at home dating back to last season, and 2-0 to start 2014. They get it started early in this one, a minute and a half into the game. Emily Tripodi to Chelsea Rowe, and that's the lacrosse version of a one-timer, 1-0 Cornell. And then Lindsay Topp, she cracked the 100-point milestone for her career last week against Albany. This snipe is point number 102 for the junior, and Cornell keeps coming. Amy Dixon, no one to pass to. I'll just take it myself. 4-0 Cornell, but here comes Rutgers. Off a penalty, Lauren Sabrilli puts Rutgers on the board, and the second half belonged to the Scarlet Knights. Sabrilli again, she had 4 goals in the game, part of 7 straight goals for Rutgers. But with 4 seconds left, Cornell down 1. Chelsea Rowe, no. Rachel Moody, the putback, no. Claire McDougall comes diving in to block the shot. And Rutgers, down 7-3 at the half, comes back to win it in dramatic fashion, 10-9. So it's a second straight loss for Cornell, and it doesn't get any easier. 15th ranked Stanford visits the Big Red on Tuesday.